episode, brand new week. This is a brand new week, brand new episode from the Flamingos podcast. I hope everybody out there had a good week and had a good weekend. I hope everybody out there is enjoying their day and their week. I hope everybody out there is killing shit as usual. How you doing, Noah?
Alhamdulillah, wallah.
I was
Feeling blessed.
yeah, that was great.
I spoke last week about the positive energy, and I'm still in it, you know.
Yeah, still that shit.
Still dodging shit, you know.
Yeah,
and it
no
feels
bullets
good.
hitting you.
It feels good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
loving
feels
this.
good. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where the solution in my head came from, but I'm loving it. I'm loving the way I'm living it.
You're in a better
Yeah, man.
state,
Yeah.
better place.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I used
That's
to
great.
I used to even sit here and be in my mind about shit, you know. But right now I'm in a better space.
That's great.
Alhamdulillah.
That's great. That's great. That's great. More to that.
Yeah.
More to that.
What about you, my brother? How you doing?
Brother, man. I'm
Even you're surprised. You're like, oh shit.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
positive.
hey, look at this guy. I'm so happy to see that. I'm doing well, actually. Same old. By, keep on moving and
Bullet train. Blah, 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 blah.
so fast forward, all of that
okay,
talk.
okay.
But
That's
yeah,
cool. That's cool.
I had a great week. I went to watch Batman.
Okay, that's all. That's all you're gonna be saying about it.
Listen. One thing.
Okay.
It's different.
Good, different, or bad, different?
It's good, different.
Okay, that's good.
I went out of the movies and I was like, you know what? I have to watch it again yet, right? But it's a whole different take on Batman. Now, we've read that it's a detective, Batman.
Okay.
And it was really detective Batman. Like a whole detective
That's
shit.
interesting.
Like solving shit, that he goes and solves shit. Like there's stuff for him to solve,
No,
to
'cause
work his
that's-
ass for.
That's what Batman is, definitely. Like,
Yeah, when they first started the comics back in the days, they used to call it Detective Comics, but then it started becoming the Batman and it started becoming more of...
Yeah, and Batman, but even in the Justice League, Batman is the world's smartest detective.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
100%. But we never saw a movie that would portray that 100%.
Yeah,
This was more
every time he's
focused on
portrayed
that.
as a superhero. Yeah.
Yeah, Yet one thing, I still want to go again and watch it just to... Because somehow out there, I didn't feel that emotional connection. That's where I want to watch it again and to be like, maybe I missed
Maybe
something.
it's there, but you missed it.
Yeah, maybe
Okay, that
something
makes sense.
out there that I didn't, And it's a movie that you would watch again. So I would love to, and that's why I'm gonna do that. And I really, really, really urge you to do, because it is, as what I read before going watching it, that it's one of the best superhero movies. It's up there,
Yeah.
And it is, and it makes you like, excited for what's next. Like you want to see, what's next? What's the next part going to be about? So, yeah, it's more like, you remember The Dark Knight Begins, the first one out of the trilogy that...
Okay, Batman Begins.
Yeah, Batman Begins.
Oh no, it was okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, the Dark Knight Begins
It's
or whatever.
The
yeah,
first Christopher Nolan movie.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
People liked it, yet they were more like, so what's the second?
next?
What's
Yeah.
next?
That's cool.
And that's what it gave me.
That's actually because that's what they were going for.
Exactly.
Even the director, I forgot his name, but even the director,
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves said that.
Yeah.
Matt Reeves said it's the beginning, like it's
Exactly.
it's the start
and they're
of
creating
the
a
story,
whole
yeah.
world, like series. Even now they greenlit the Penguin series. And by the way, Colin Farrell in that movie is like, whoa. Like the Penguin in this movie is...
Colin Farrell is a genius.
Yeah. It's a beautiful movie. Other than that, the week was beautiful. I mean, it's chill, I'm just working and yeah, that's pretty much. What about you? How's your week?
Yeah, it was cool. It was the usual, but with more ability to have less an effect, have less of a toll. Like the last few months, it's been a bit up and down. It's everything piling up, but yeah, it is what it is. Like you get to find a positive way of dealing with it. And
True.
I spent my weekend like as usual, roots, getting together with a couple of friends.
All right, so this week there are pretty interesting releases that happened this week. Which one do you want to go first with? We have Lucky Day.
You know I'm an R&B guy, so I'm gonna go with Lucky Day.
R&B, yeah, let's go. I'm fucking love this shit. You heard it?
Took one listen.
One
listen.
Okay.
Fortunately,
How was it?
I liked it. It was, to me, it was an experience where
I hear
my
a
first-
butt.
Huh?
I hear the butt
no,
coming.
there is a butt coming.
Okay, there's a butt coming. Yes.
Yeah. Pause, but, to me, the experience, the first time I listened to the album, the first thing I take from the first listen is that, do I feel like there's a song I want to skip?
Okay.
That's my first impression.
Okay.
And thankfully, I didn't feel like I wanted to skip anything.
Okay.
Like everything seemed okay to listen to.
Okay.
Like I got especially attracted to Guess.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah. Like Guess is something that let me play it again.
That's where the Usher
Yeah.
sample is from.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense. So Guess made an impression.
Yeah.
I guess is the one that I'm gonna be sticking to for the next couple of days. Like listen to a couple of times, like taking it in. But yeah,
Pause.
that's
Beautiful album to me. Used to is this.
Used
this,
to, yeah.
This
Used to is
track is fucking. Oh fuck! I don't know. It's
It's not connected.
Used to is whoa.
Yeah, I didn't expect the album to be this good.
The album as it goes to the end, it started getting better. Ends with Ego is one of my favorite tracks. As a release, I think this is maybe one of the best R&B albums that I really heard from last year and this year so far. And this can be one of the best R&B releases this year. So far, we don't know what's coming this year. Yet, I feel it should be, mentioned more.
Yeah, Lucky Day, he did good.
The
I
album
never
is
really
great.
paid so much attention to Lucky Day because his music is so fluctuating. Like he'd give you a good song and then he'd give you a song that you don't even want to listen to.
The album's called Candy Drip.
Candy Drip, yeah. But this album gave me like 18, 19 songs that, yeah.
That you can enjoy, throughout.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can go back
Exactly.
and listen to this or that, and then you
And
can.
he took his time to do it. Like it's been a
He
minute
did,
since he
yeah,
dropped.
he
So,
did, and
I'm happy that he did.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Shout out to Lucky Day over there, straight from the Middle East. What else releases do we have? Lil Durk.
Lil Durk and Benny?
Yeah, we'll get into Benny. Don't worry.
Oh,
We'll talk about
okay.
that.
I don't know. Okay.
Lil Durk, you heard it?
Nope. I
Okay.
don't think I will. I don't see
But
myself listening
see,
to
this
Lil
is the thing.
Durk.
This is the thing. It's interesting how Lil Durk came back. Man, this is what I love about Lil Durk. The journey of him coming back, like this guy revived his career. Since
did.
that feature with Drake that he got for what
The
is it
feature
called?
established his comeback.
Yes. And then when I heard like Lil Durk over there, I was like, all right, like this guy is up to something. And then non-stop. This guy kept working throughout.
To be honest, even
Ever since.
even his part on his song with Drake wasn't significant to me.
Yeah, but
It wasn't significant.
Yeah, but
Like
I don't see
what
this
made
way,
the
but yeah.
song wasn't Lil Durk. The fact that he was on
had
the song was a
great-
good move.
He had a great verse. That song.
Maybe
He had.
but it wasn't significant.
And that's where I have to,
To me, I'm saying to me,
Yeah.
you might disagree with that, but I'm saying
obviously.
to me it wasn't significant. Like what's memorable about the song isn't the Lil Durk verse.
Okay. Okay. This is just, never, yeah. 7220, the album, and I listened to it a couple times. It's not. I didn't listen to it as much as I did to Benny. We're gonna get to Benny's release. I see it as a nice album that I would listen to more and more. One thing that I read about Lil Durk is that, and it's something that I believe is true, he would be talking about depression, selling crack, hood violence, and then he would be talking about his love for his girlfriend, all in one verse. He's a bit mixed in all of that, but listen, I like the album. It's nice, but yet I have to even listen to it more and more, just to be like, yeah, this is a good release.
establish it.
You know, yeah, as a good release. But moving on to Benny.
No, I'm not gonna talk about Benny. You take it.
Yeah?
لأنه ما سمعته.
What?
والله I didn't.
You come week in, week out.
My mistake,
Benny.
you know what my mistake was?
Uh-huh.
Was listening to Lucky Day and Lil Durk, and then not giving the time to Benny.
Oh,
You know
fuck.
why?
And I started with Benny.
You know why
What?
I didn't give the time to Benny? Because, like, I remember Burden of Proof, and I checked the track list. Like, I clocked it. I know this. I know that song with J. Cole was at the beginning. I played it. When I played the song with J. Cole, I'm like, listen, if he's starting with this song, then he has some better shit coming on the way. So let me. Put him on the side burner for a bit.
He brought that street underground. You know,
He brought-
once
yeah.
again, yeah. You know, he
course.
went to the Alchemist. He went to these, you know, because it's his verse release under Def Jam. You know, and he got Snoop Dogg to support him to release this also, and the whole Def Jam deal for whatever it is, you know, because Snoop Dogg also came and he said, at the end of the day, I'm an artist and I would come and support these artists, whatever they are. Of
course, yeah.
So he came, he supported Benny from the start with this album, and Benny, of course, didn't disappoint. That was my first album that I listened to. I got stuck to it for the whole day. I was just listening to Tana Talk 4. I mean, Benny, one of the best rappers now. You know, one of the best now, yes. I mean, we're seeing this now as in Kendrick is not there now. He's inactive. Drake is there. J. Cole is active
Benny-
here and there.
Benny's filling in shoes,
Benny
yeah.
is working. Benny is putting out music.
Yeah.
And even out of his brothers, peers, and what is it called? Griselda. This guy is working, you know? And he is...
And I have a question since you're so close into Griselda. Is there problems in Griselda?
Conway left.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
No, at the end of the day...
Conway left. I don't. Who signed to Shady? Was it Conway?
yes.
So Conway
And he
left, and he signed to Shady.
No, this is what I'm not sure. Was this album that he released, and we talked about his first release under Shady or his last? One of both. Because it's West Side Gun who brought the whole Griselda to Shady. And he was the first to be signed.
Yeah,
but I
see-
don't know if he's alone now signed to him.
See, the thing is, all right, it's not just him leaving and going over to Shady. It's even Benny's energy when he raps. How he talks about
You mean Conway?
no Benny.
Oh, okay.
Like on Johnny P's Caddy, the one with
Yeah.
J. Cole. He talks about what he brought to Griselda. He talks about like it's like there's tension in Griselda.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Now, what I read and what I know is that there are some creative differences between him and his brother, which is West Side Gun. At the end of the day, but they're brothers. There would never be bad blood between them, you know?
But they won't
So-
work together. Yeah.
Yeah, and it won't mean that they won't be in the same song ever again, you know? But they just, maybe Conway just sees himself better now.
Conway is on the album.
Yeah, I understand. But, and you know what? And I see it as a nice move, by the way. Like, I mean, they've been working their ass off together throughout all of these years. Benny made it commercially and underground at the same time. And he's the only one or the most one
Who's successful
pulled,
commercially.
pulled that commercially as well. West Side more focused into music and fashion. Conway is the best lyricist out of all of them.
Yeah, but I'm
right?
saying
Yet he saw
Griselda
maybe
as
himself.
a collective.
If it's there or not,
Yeah.
it's still there. Minus Conway.
I think
That's what I read.
Personally, from what I see, from what I saw publicly as news, as how they're moving right now, I think they're going downhill. As
The whole Griselda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like not as rappers.
Yeah, as
but
every person.
as the group.
But I
like
mean-
when you talk about Black Hippie, like
Yeah, then, yeah.
like Black Hippie were popping at some point. And then as a whole collective, when Kendrick started doing his own thing,
But
also started.
It explains, people coming out together, and then you know what?
Like,
Since we have
it
the
doesn't
platform now,
necessarily mean,
there's bad blood.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but I'm
that's
saying
true.
Griselda as a collective, I think
Yeah,
they're
that's
going
true.
down.
Maybe, yeah.
Like I think they reached the point where
Khalas, you know, it's
everyone
time
needs
for
to-
everybody to go on
Yeah.
their own.
That's my opinion. That's my
achieve.
personal
No,
opinion.
that's true. Yani, and I see it right. Like, I mean, if you are a group as an artist that are working really, you know, then at the end of the day, I want to do this type of music or color that I want to, you know, whatever, go after. These people that I want to work with, yet they won't serve the whole umbrella that we're all under, you know?
Yeah.
So as a musician, you have to create take that
it's
creative, take that creative.
It's part of
direction.
expanding too, you know?
Exactly
Yeah.
for you. And at the end of the day, they can still release or whatever, work together as long as there's no bad blood. So yeah, I mean, listen, they brought back a certain sound of music to the masses that was lacking for a while, and I loved it. And such music still, it shows that such music can still serve the masses. You know, the people can still fuck with. You know, people will love, even the younger generation.
Okay.
And this is what I love about it.
All right. So back to Tana Talk.
Yeah.
Tana Talk or Burden of Proof for you?
I need more listens. Okay, Burden of Proof was more commercial.
Yeah.
Tana Talk is
Grimy. Rap.
rap. You know, it's the underground.
So you're saying you don't put them in the same...
No, at all. It's yeah.
That's fair.
So it's a great project still. So yeah, I can't put them together. No, at all.
All right.
At all. Other than that, releases. Do we have any?
There's a song... what's his name? Never mind. I'm very far from reaching
right.
it, but it's a great song. I'll talk about it next week.
All right. Now this is something that we want to talk about. Yet, don't ever take it as in a political approach, because it's not. It's just something that we feel, us as an Arabs, that it's just not right, and it's coming from us, right? Like, we've been avoiding talking about politics, you know, always, because it's nowhere for us to talk about that or whatever it is, and we never want to talk about that. Yet when we see something that is happening, you know, that is, we try to tackle it in a certain way, right, to the audience. We have been seeing how the world is now, the war that is happening out there in Ukraine and Russia. We just a group of people that don't condone war at the end of the day, no matter who both sides are, right? But when something is unfair, that is really unfair, and how sports are really nowadays, because ever since I grew up, ever since I've seen football, whatever it is, you can never mix the shit with politics, right? And now we've seen how the world is interacting with what's happening in Russia and Ukraine, right? Every fucking company out there in the world closed down in Russia. Every fucking Russian player that might be also against what's happening got cut off his, you know, and now we're seeing Chelsea, for example, in Premier League, they restricted and they even took off Abramovich, right? And they froze all of his money, bank accounts, and whatever it is from Chelsea, and that he can't even sell the club anymore. And if it's being sold, it's now that I don't understand. I've seen a video. Oh fuck! I've seen a video of a squash player. I forgot, an Egyptian squash who won, and he went out today, and I just saw it today, and I was like, "Fuck, this is great," because he talked about that throughout the years. We have been talking about how Palestine, the Palestinians, been oppressed, how other parts of the Arabic world been oppressed, and we've always tried to voice ourselves to the West, to the East, to whatever they are out there in the world, us as an Arabs, but yet we're never heard. We never see anything that is happening.
Okay.
But now when something like this, we started seeing it, and they do all of those stuff, it's just unequal, unright. It just irritates me to see stuff like that.
I don't know what you mean exactly.
Like, okay.
Like what irritates you? That's my question.
The unfairness.
The unfairness in what sense?
In the treatment for us, and also how one of the things that I love to watch, football, I've been seeing it now also being treated in this way, you know, that is being brought to fucking politics, you know, and us Arabs, okay, so if back in the days a fucking player that used to choose not to play against, they would get penalized, right? But whatever it is, now they don't if they choose not to play against a Russian or whatever it is. I don't understand what's happening in the world right now that is really shifting all of that, or doing this now specifically, you know. And us, as me, as a person who's an Arab, as in seeing all of this happening, and all of us voicing all of that, our voices back in the day, still today, and seeing nothing changed, is just hella fucking weird. And it gets me sick to a certain extent. You know, listen.
I get you. I get what you mean.
It's just you know, it's just fucking sad, man.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Sports and politics shouldn't mix. First of all, I'm just astonished how they're being mixed now. Our voices and how we've been, certain countries that been called like third world, and our countries, you know, being racially and whatever it is, you know, it's just fucking, I don't know.
Listen, my opinion is that it's a can of worms. If we open it right now, we're never gonna stop talking about it.
That's true. And fucking Facebook now allowed hate. You know, hate posts. Like, ha! Finally?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and they're shutting down Instagram in Russia.
I don't get it. What's happening? What the fuck?
I don't. It's not. I'm not. Personally,
yeah.
like if people wanna mix football with politics with whatever, that's their prerogative. It's not something that I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah, but
like I understand your point.
That they're ruining this whole shit now. Everything's being ruined now.
It affects your.
It ripples or everything. You know.
Yeah, it does. And sometimes you just want to enjoy your football, you know.
Yeah. Or being heard, maybe sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Like
not being heard is.
If it's a certain stance, then make it a blanket statement.
Yeah.
If it's not, then don't take sides.
Exactly. And this is what's happening. This is what. Yeah. Anyway.
Like it doesn't matter what the point of view is, but it should include everybody.
Exactly. You know.
I get you. I get you.
It just anyway. Okay, man. Moving on. Before getting Arqam over here, couple interesting releases. An event that happened. I've seen yesterday. Seen Noise and the people from what is it called? Seven Birds performing in Egypt. Fucking wonderful.
Yeah, seen it.
Seeing such shit is fucking wonderful. Shout out to the guys. Shout out to everybody that was involved over there. Seven Birds, killing shit.
Moves.
100%. Local releases that we have also from this week. Mo Flow
on
site, and it looks like he's going to be on a roll now.
He's preparing for a run.
Preparing for.
He's been silent for almost a year.
Yeah,
not even more, but he's starting something.
Yeah, starting something. Interesting first song. I liked it. He also released a video for it. Also, we have a song by Wall G's and Soulja. Mentality. I mean, what can I say?
Working.
Yeah. Wall G's is what? Travis Scott Sudan?
Look, I don't know. I like Travis Scott Sudan. Oh, Travis Scott Sudan is Soulja?
No,
he's not.
No, Wall G's is.
No, but I like the work.
Yeah,
I like the work ethic. I like the professionalism.
It's dope. Man.
I like the work rate.
These guys
I like the fact that they're working and they're talking about working and they're making it work.
Yeah,
it's just happening, and everything is falling into place for them, and I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, and it gets you motivated to see, inspired also to see such stuff. You know, people working that hard. Like, yo, listen, you know what? It's our time now. Let's do it. You know, let's fucking do this shit. Let's kill it. Also, there's a release by Zain Ghawi called Moonflower, a song that I'm also going to be playing as a pick today, along with Mentality with the Wall G's and Soulja. Two wonderful songs. For today's local segment, and because we've been not always, for the past, 3 weekends, going to one of our latest favorite initiatives, events that have been happening in the city, Roots. It was only right also to bring the guy behind this.
Far too kind.
And one of the most humble people that I've met one of the nicest personalities that I've seen in the region. Why not? Yeah,
In the whole region?
Yeah, listen. I don't think no matter how much I meet people, they're going to be as humble as. Listen, I just have to say it. All right, I'm sorry if you know, like a really nice guy. You
I
know,
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Arqam.
Thank you so
How you doing,
much.
man?
Thank you so much, brother.
How
I
you doing?
appreciate it, man. It's been a pleasure, man. And to have you at Roots, it's more of a movement than an initiative. It's about local artists, it's about local music, about local ideas, and trying to create a platform for musicians.
All right.
I mean, that's what it is, man. So I appreciate you guys coming through, doing your thing, and being us with your lights. That's what counts.
Thanks. Arqam, how you doing today? How's everything?
Alhamdulillah. Can't
All
complain.
good? How you feeling?
I'm fantastic. I'm fantastic.
Even after losing?
I lost the game.
I told you he was going to bring it up.
I lost the game today, but
A game?
Yeah.
A game?
I lost.
A game?
I lost
saw
two
a
games. I think the first one didn't
Two
count.
games?
The first
Even
one
if
didn't
it was,
count.
I don't care.
Bro, the first one didn't count. Come on, take it easy now.
All right. And how much do you owe me now?
Nothing.
As far as I'm concerned, honestly, I owe you an ass whooping. That's all.
All right.
Are you an ass whooping? That's all.
I think I'm never getting that ass whooping then. I don't feel I'm getting that then.
Well, next week. I'm for Ramadan. I'm just taking it easy for now. You know what I mean?
I'll practice in Ramadan.
Trying to keep it halal.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, so for
Fair
Ramadan,
enough.
this is when I come through with damage. So FIFA.
Damage.
FIFA, bro. Like, I'm going to traumatize you.
Bro, I'm gonna make you sit in the corner and go like, this guy, what did he do to me? What does this guy did? What did this guy do to me? Just wait.
As far as I'm concerned, I saw one game and you were heated.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Bro, I'm always heated. What the fuck is? I'm always heated.
You were super heated. And I got the footage I want to play it too.
And you're
But yeah.
winning too. Like, that's why you so hit about.
Listen, at the end of the
Never
day,
saw someone this happy to win before.
I'm a very
That says
competitive
something.
person. I'm a very competitive person at the end of the day.
Some Kobe energy.
Yeah.
Mamba
Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality, yeah.
See?
So, yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come on.
fair enough. For me, like I learn, I get better anytime. So for me, like it's a long
can teach you.
game. It's a long game.
I can teach you.
From what I've seen, you can't teach me anything.
Yeah, really? I was already teaching you
From
while
what
we
I
were
see-
playing.
from
While
what I
playing.
see.
Hey, what do you do? How did you do that? Listen, you do this.
That never happened.
The students
seen that.
overcome the teacher. Like you've seen this before.
Exactly. Thank you. Now I'm a teacher. See, thank you very much.
They call me Jackie Chan.
Now we can move forward with the podcast.
Fair enough.
Arqam.
It took
Now,
what, 30 seconds for it to
You know what I mean? Fair enough.
to everybody out there, there's always fresh new audience that gets to know artists every
Yeah.
day, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Can you introduce yourself to our, audience over there, to everybody that is listening?
Of course, Arqam. I'm an multi-soul singer. I do music that I feel like permeates within the soul. I feel like we need to do music that has purpose, and that's something that I try to build on. And I've been doing this for, I won't say for quite a while, but I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
I come from a family that's a bunch of musicians. My brother Hamdan is a musician.
Bunch of musicians.
Yeah, my brother's a musician. My dad's a musician.
Okay.
So for me, this is something I never thought I'd do, but it's something that I would like to share with the world.
And you, mashallah, you're blessed with if I can say, a great voice.
Too kind,
Mashallah.
far too kind.
Mashallah. Not for real, though. Not for real.
You heard me singing when I was losing. Like,
Oh, Lord! That's cool! This guy was
How you
organizing.
do that?
How you do that? Lord!
it's getting cracked.
But you started 5 years ago.
I started about 5 years ago.
How was the scene back when you started, and how is it now? How do you see it nowadays? How was Arqam back 5 years ago? The struggles that he went through when he wanted to start. Did you have the support? Now you started 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Your brother obviously started before.
My brother, he's a veteran, so he's been here for maybe 20 years.
Yeah.
And he's been doing this thing for a long time. So for me, like, no, I only started recently. what I've seen really is from the challenges I've seen really is from what he's done and what I've seen through the industry when I started doing my music. I think one of the craziest things for me is really seeing that we don't have local music on the radio stations.
Okay.
That's wild to me. That's wild.
That's
like,
true.
how do you have radio stations here that don't play local music?
All right, now I understand. But nowadays, who does even listen to radio music? You go into your car and you just plug in your AUX or you connect to your Bluetooth and you just play music, right? Now,
You
5
understand
years
that.
ago, I understand that. You're right. When you started, that's true. There was no focus on local artists.
Yeah.
There's no platform for.
There's
And there
no
still
platform, yeah.
isn't.
There's no
That's-
platform.
that's-
Yeah. We're still trying to build that. I think that's what Roots is trying to be. Is trying to be that platform, not only as a physical stage, but also trying to eventually build to the form where we can, you know what, we have a bunch of local musicians in the city that we can promote. We can talk about. Like we have talent in the city. We have so much talent in the city. It's crazy.
100%, yeah.
So why we
We've been now 3 weeks in and we're seeing a lot of talents.
Yes, most definitely. And people like I didn't know about. I'm getting to learn from this whole journey, and it's crazy. But for me, radio is it's a channel that we need to use.
True.
As a tourist, you come to the city. You don't have the AUX cable. You want to listen to the radio station. You don't hear any local music on the radio station. You hear Rihanna,
Dua
you hear
Lipa.
Jay-Z. Yeah, Dua Lipa, yeah.
All those.
Yeah, you hear everything but what we have here. To me, that's insane. That's incredible. Why do we not have that? Why do we not have local music on the radio stations? That's a base. That's a basic.
True.
You know, Australia, for example, have a quota. You have to do 70% local musicians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nigeria, for example, go to Nigeria. They play nothing but local music.
Yeah, that's
Kenya, same thing. Amsterdam, same thing. Why do we not have that here? For me, like I feel like it's something that we need to build on. I feel like it's something that it's a massive gap. We don't have that earplay. We don't have that the resonance within the people. If they don't know about us here, why would they want to export us to different countries? Right?
True.
So for me, it's just a matter of getting ourselves on the radio for us to be able to be heard.
Man's got heated about radios.
I do, yeah. 'Cause for me, that's
It's the
something I
point,
always talk
though.
about.
Yeah, it's the point.
Yeah, I always talk about this because for me, this is a massive thing we need to do. It's a basic thing, but it's something we definitely need to do.
Now, for you also, do you have an album?
No, I don't. I have a bunch of singles.
Singles. How many?
I have about 6 now.
6 now from 5 years.
Yeah, 6 now.
Are you not?
But 5 years, honestly, the first 2-3 years was open mics.
Okay, I understand that. Yeah.
yeah.
You were a
So-
cover artist.
Actually, I was, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
And
lie.
then you broke your way with doing
'cause
your own.
For me, like music was a way of me to be able to express myself.
Yeah.
So songs that I sang were songs that I believed in.
Connected with.
Yeah, things like Sam Cooke, Change Will Come. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I was born by the river in a little tent. Like you hear those songs, like it moves you.
That's true.
Why can't we do that here? So I made my own songs as well. So like it was a progression. It was evolution.
Were you always planning that? Were you always planning to break into the scene?
I never really planned that. I never
then-
thought I'd be a musician. I really never thought I'd be. I didn't.
What you
want-
wanted to be before a musician? What career were you going?
I
towards?
I had a career. I was in events for a long time. I was in Dubai tourism. Before that, I was in Do. And before that, I was in a bunch of different.
Gigs, freelancing.
No, I was actually
Full time.
full time, yeah.
Okay.
Full-time. But I never felt fulfilled. I always felt like there was something that was lacking. Like I think I came to a point where I felt like there was a purpose that I needed to fulfill, and it wasn't what I was doing.
Okay.
I didn't believe that there was a supreme being or God or whoever you want to call him that brought me here to work for somebody. I felt like there's something bigger that we can do for each other.
True.
Right? And for me, like music, I fell into it, really. I really fell into it. I started a business and I used to go to different meetings.
Okay.
And as I go to different meetings, I used to like sing to myself.
Before the meeting.
Yeah.
Okay, to get prepared.
Yeah, so I sing to myself like this, get my
you about to kill it? You about to kill it?
Get yourself set up for
You know what I mean?
I'm the smoothest motherfucker around.
They don't know
What I'm about to show them.
But that sort of like I recorded one, and I remember the first time I recorded the video and I posted it, my hand was shaking
Okay.
because I'm very private. I'm a private person, so for me to share something like that so sacred to me, like my music, was like a different thing for me.
Yeah, that's actually a question I want to ask because
Sure.
like ever since I met you and I've got to like we became friends and all, I've seen it's not just humbleness but it's shyness. Like you don't it's almost like you don't want the spotlight.
I don't like it.
What?
How did you overcome that? Because it's not a small feat, you know.
Yeah.
Like it took something. It took some, like you said, when you were posting your first video, you were like your hand was shaking.
Yeah.
So how did you reach that point where you decided, all right, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do. Like, how did you overcome that shyness, that fear?
This isn't the plug, but the first song I did was growth, and growth for me is the idea of challenging myself.
Okay.
So I challenge myself. I do things that I might not be comfortable with, but that mean that I get better as a human being, as a person. So for me, like doing things that maybe I'm not super comfortable with, performing in front of people, etc., might make me a better person. So those kind of things, like I sort of took head on, and it made me better. Like, and now I'm here. Like, I'm sitting here with Yad, who whooped my ass.
See, I'm not talking about it anymore. He is.
He shouldn't, because it was a braised whooping.
Oh, really?
It was an asshole.
Well, but you still felt it because you're still talking about it.
Because I'm trying to build a little for next season. The next episode.
The comeback.
You know what I mean? Yeah, the comeback. No, but for me, like, yeah, it was really like about challenging myself. So like I try to do different things. The more uncomfortable I am, the better I grow.
100%.
That's growth. That's the idea of growth.
Every person that wants that every time that you want to unlock something new for yourself, you don't have to be comfortable.
Yeah, most
You just
definitely.
have to keep on going, fighting towards your goal.
Yes, most
And reaching your goal is not a comfortable way.
You can't
route.
be if you're comfortable reaching your goal, then it's definitely your goal.
bullshit.
Yeah, no,
Exactly,
I
it's
agree with
not.
you. I agree with you. I feel like to grow, you need to be uncomfortable. You need to put yourself in positions that make you strive and maybe understand yourself
Hungry.
in different ways. Yeah, hungry. Yeah.
Stay hungry.
Yeah.
You stay hungry.
Were you afraid of making mistakes?
I'm always afraid of making mistakes, and I think for me, like I'm a perfectionist. So even with my music, I'm always a perfectionist. So like I always think 800 times. I'll become better now. I think I've started to realize that maybe if I'm too much of a perfectionist, I become stagnant.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll allow myself to, you know what, be imperfect. If you look at my Instagram, for example, the videos that I have from way back when, are videos that I'm not happy about, but it shows.
It's the process.
Yeah, it shows the
show the
process.
growth.
Yeah.
It's the progress.
It shows the
over
process.
there,
Yeah, it shows the process. But for me, like it has to be real. You know what I mean? So
100%.
people see that it's
People
real.
can relate.
Yeah,
At the end of the
like
day,
we have to be real.
That person.
Yeah, I don't want to be one of those Instagram people that have things that don't make sense because they have perfect lives. I don't have a perfect life.
And the same
I'm
thing that I
always
was telling you
working.
about the show itself before
Yeah,
we record.
yeah.
That's how that we want, that people to relate. There's nothing that is perfect,
Yeah,
that
most
comes at the
definitely.
end
Yeah,
of the day.
most definitely.
So-
This is we have to be real as possible, man. Like this is life, man. Like this is we are influencing youngins, the next generation. And so if we're not gonna be real for ourselves, like what are we doing?
Yeah, showing the process is integral to inspiration. Yeah.
Most definitely, yeah, most definitely. So it's been a beautiful journey. I can't complain. And for me, this is what it is. It's a journey. I'm still walking through the journey. I'm still going through it. And this is
We're throwing references over there. How many shows have you done this year?
this year I've done quite a lot actually. More than I can remember. Probably done maybe
Got the bag?
15.
Secured the bag this year?
Alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah.
I've been doing really good. Since like COVID
Yeah.
sort of simmered down a little bit. and now live events have started again. So I've been doing really good. I can't complain. But I'm
That's good.
it's not about making that money for me. It's about making that difference.
Yeah.
And so every performance, I make sure I make I perform my own songs as well. Things like Heavy, things like Within Me. These songs I feel.
The light into the light.
Yeah,
It's one of my-
Towards the Light. Yeah, Towards the Light. Yeah.
Towards
yeah.
the light. It's one
I
of my
sent you. Yeah, I sent you. Yeah, I sent you.
Yeah, but you never played it. Like you never posted it. It's not out there yet.
Towards the Light for me is very personal.
Okay.
It's a song that I wrote a while ago. It's a very personal song for me, but I do want people to hear it, but I don't sing too often. I don't sing too often. Even Within Me as well. It's a very very personal song.
Very personal.
But again, as a musician, we're vulnerable. We sort of share our inner
As an artist,
fears.
yeah.
Yeah, as our inner fears. So for me, like this is what it is really.
And when you started fresh on the scene and you worked, when did you go yeah, this is the path, this is it, as in what year or how much time did it take you till we reached and they were like, yeah, you know what, that's the whole career, this is it for me, Was it also, did also your brother play, did your family play a part of that, of you maintaining this, the whole direction that you're in right now?
I think sometimes I feel like I'm an imposter, because sometimes I feel like sometimes I'm not a musician, I'm not a singer, I'm learning still. So for me, it's still a learning process for me.
Okay.
So for me to say I'm a singer or I'm a musician, it seems like I'm exaggerating what it is. So it's a learning process for me. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get better. My family's been very supportive. My sister most definitely has been very supportive. My mom has been very supportive.
God bless.
These are my hearts, and I say this often. Like everything I know that has taught me to be good is learned from my mom and my sister. So I try to build that into my music as well. But otherwise, it's still a journey for me. So I'm still trying to get better into my music. This is, hopefully in a couple of years I'll have some more music and some more ideas
Inshallah.
and share with the people. But it's a journey. It's a journey.
Are we gonna see an album down the road?
Most definitely. I'm working on an EP right now.
Oh, for real?
I'm working on an EP right now with some international producers.
That's nice. That's dope.
Yeah. But I do want to get some people involved there.
Is it soul also?
Soul music,
album,
soul music. But I want to make it very experimental in the idea that I want to have some different ideas come through. I do want to have a lot of local musicians involved as well.
Okay.
I don't want to pull a J. Cole.
Fucking hell. There's some underdog song.
No. For me, I feel like I want to get some people involved, like people like Tak, for example. Like they have Swarte. These are some amazing musicians. I want to get some musicians from here. Tracy. I don't know if you know Tracy. Tracy's an amazing singer. Yeah. So I want to get some musicians on board that can create some music together. So it's just a work in process.
So looking back at the scene when you started and how it is right now.
I think it's developing. It's developing, but again, I feel like there's so many gaps that we need to fill. Radio play.
And plus, don't forget, the scene mainly in UAE is because multicultural.
It is, but it's beautiful though.
So it's different tastes that you get, different. What does it lack? What does it,
I think the idea of us being multicultural or so diverse is a positive thing for us to have. We can create a sound that's unique for us.
That's where it's kind of lacking now.
I think because we have circles. We have for some reason, I think artists here have an ego.
Okay.
I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, you're right. I agree 100%.
But
there are
have
egos.
An ego. They have egos for some reason. They don't want to work with other people, the different circles, etc. I feel like we have so much we can contribute to create something so beautiful, but we don't allow ourselves to do that.
Okay.
And I feel like slowly we get to the point where we're becoming more welcoming to different ideas, different
accepting.
People. Yeah, more accepting. Yeah, more accepting. And it's just a matter of time, I think, for us to get there. But these are sort of the steps. The Roots, for example, is about collaboration.
Yeah, tell us more about Roots.
Roots is about collaboration. Roots is a platform for musicians or artists, not only musicians, any artist, to express themselves. Right? You come to Roots and you can perform as a musician. If you want to have a juggler, if you have a dancer, if you want to have someone do cartwheels while you're performing, that's the idea.
Yeah, local.
Yeah, you express yourself as local musicians. You express yourself as an artist. You do what you want to do as an artist. You're no longer a jukebox. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these events, you become a jukebox.
True.
You know, you sort of have to play a certain structure, a certain set for a certain amount of people that don't even want to come listen to your music. At Roots, you're home. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, you're home. So you come down and this is where we accept you. I mean,
Where you can sing in the shower. Like, because you're home, you sing in the shower, you feel comfortable. So you come to Roots, you feel comfortable. Be you, do whatever talent that you have over there.
And it was amazing the other day, like I think it was yesterday, we had Varsha and we had Roxanne, and they were singing. And when they started singing, people stopped talking.
Yeah.
And I love that. We talked about this, yeah?
Yeah, I remember that.
I love that. People stopped talking. People started listening. We need to listen more because this is the idea. Like this, Varsha is a youngin', she's 21. But like she has a message.
True.
And she's also learning. She's also getting better and better. But I love that people stop and listen.
True.
You know what I mean? We don't have this anymore. For some reason, every event is every venue is music is background.
True. They treat it like it's something that is just over there and you just live, you don't need to pay attention to it.
I hate that because we don't, you don't become a musician anymore. You become a jukebox, you become a background music. We're dismissed.
Yeah.
Right? And then they tell you, you know what, we won't pay you, but give you exposure.
True. That's one of the things that I hate the most.
Yeah.
That how local artists and let's talk about the country, over here. They treat it as in, come over, do this advertisement, for example. Do this, come in that show, pop up. We'll post more about you.
Yeah.
You'll get our support. You'll get the merchandise. And that's it.
I don't think it's the country. I think it's some corporates. Some corporates.
Yeah, because they're here. I don't want to talk about it in a region because I don't know how corporates over there are. Yeah. But the corporates are over here. Yeah, you put it in a
Yeah.
But
some corporates just
exactly
take advantage of our musicians, and I feel like they treat international musicians more importantly than they treat local musicians. I feel like this is where we start. We start locally as opposed to internationally.
It's almost like they don't treat local artists as professionals. It's not a profession.
Don't take it seriously.
They don't perceive it as a profession.
Yeah.
They perceive it as, okay, this.
He knows how to sing. Let him just get in.
Put him up there, exposure.
Don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
So for me, like, it's incredible. And what happens is that these creatives, some youngins as well, like Abdullah, Not So Human, he's amazing. He doesn't see music right now as a career path. It should be.
Exactly.
Okay.
For him, like, mashallah, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
It should be for him.
He's a natural up there,
right?
Yeah.
Like he thrives on the stage. So like, why is he not pursuing it as a career? I'm not saying like he's not, but I'm trying to think. The idea is that why should
why
this
is it
be
not an option?
Yes, why should it not be an option? Yeah, right now he's in school. He's sort of I think maybe he's a little split between going to school,
career
But our love for him. And a lot of the youngins as well. Fafa as well. Fafa's in Berkeley. I'm happy for her as well.
Yeah.
She's doing music full time. She lost her job.
She quit her job.
I love that.
To pursue music.
Yes.
And that's what's nice.
Yes.
That's what's nice.
For me, that's a pioneer.
Exactly.
She's a pioneer.
Yes.
And I love that.
But see, the point, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the point about Fafa is she quit to pursue music.
Yeah.
But she's not doing it here. There's no place for that here.
But right now she's studying.
She's studying.
She's finishing that off. I think she's gonna come back.
She came back and she's doing some things. I think she might be on Roots next week as well.
Oh really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
So she might do something for us. She's supposed to be this week as well, but she was training her voice, and I don't want anybody to come in and hurt themselves.
True.
For the sake of the art. So she might come in next week. If she does, it's fantastic. If she doesn't, it's all good. But the idea is that she's pursuing something she believes in. You know what I mean? And I love that. So now there's the path for musicians to be musicians. You know what I mean? If you're working 9 to 5, where can you be creative? You can't be creative anymore.
True.
You're tired. You're too 100%. Tired. Right? You come back home, you're tired. So for me, like this is I think a positive way forward. and I love that. And hopefully we see more youngins do this thing.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
What's your vision for Roots now in the coming future? You know, the close future.
For me, Roots is not only about music. Roots is not only about it's about art. It's about people as well.
So it's also a call for artists other than the musicians over
it's
there.
about anybody who does paintings or does murals or does graffiti or does dancing, whatever it is you do, any art form that you do, we would love to support you. We need a space.
Yeah.
I might not be as inept in terms of the understanding different art forms, but for me, like I'd love to give you a space for you to do your thing. So if you want to do a dance, a contemporary dance, whatever it is, I'll give you a space. But for me, I think the idea is that for down the line, for Roots is to have our own space to do maybe a studio, maybe a recording label.
Oh, okay. You see it as a recording studio at the end.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But for me,
do you remember back in the days in Abu Dhabi? Used to go a lot to Abu Dhabi back in the days. White Cube, something like that. It was an event where it used to happen that used to have open mics, even a recording booth that was over there for artists to come and record. Do you remember those?
I've never been there.
It used to happen back in Abu Dhabi, and I just don't know why it stopped. But it was something that is 100% locally.
Yeah.
Where if you want to book a recording place, you can record. And then during the weekend, they would have open mics, events, for local artists. Now that's where, when I saw Roots, I was like, that was incredible. When I first saw it, I was like, all right, finally we're getting something that is locally focused only. And it's pure because now I trusted it's pure because looking at you as a person who started this, you are, a real person. To speak about it. So you wouldn't have agenda, and I'm going to do this, that for later on. And now looking at what's your vision for it, as in to turn it to maybe one day there's going to become, inshallah, it will, a studio that will support also local talents over there. That's amazing.
And I don't want to be the record labels that are international that sort of jip the artists. I want to make sure that the artists have a favorable contract. They're making what they should be making, you know what I mean? As an artist myself, I feel like you have to be fair, man. Like, come on, man. Life shouldn't be about us making bank. It's about us making a difference.
Okay.
Right? So for me, that's how I want to support.
I kind of agree and not agree somehow to a certain extent. I might meet you some way on the road and then leave you.
It's making a difference, but
that's how I make money.
No, but,
I need to live, I need a pillow to sleep at night.
Yeah, but
a house to pay for rent.
Does it have to be a Louis Vuitton pillow? It could be a regular pillow.
No,
you know what I mean?
100%. I agree with that.
We don't need that much.
But a Louis Vuitton won't hurt also.
I see what you mean, but for me, man,
I understand. I'm just playing.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm a simple man. I don't need much, to be honest. And for me, even with Roots, I paid all the artists out of my pocket because I believe in them.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not about I'm not rich. I'm not at all.
Yeah, none of us obviously we're rich.
I'm doing my food.
This is a question. Listen. This is a question I want to ask you. What's the secret behind that your whole fit always is a kandura? You never pull up with those J's or jeans or T-shirts or even if it was a casual,
I actually know.
Since I've known Arqam and I've seen him, now I know back in the days he used to rock those fit caps, maybe, and fit caps.
Fit caps,
the baseball caps.
Yeah.
No, I've seen it yesterday. I told you to change it.
Yeah, I've never really dressed. I've never really dressed up. I'm always been dressing down. For me, I've been doing corporate events for quite a long time. So for when I was working for Dubai Tourism, I used to be in Kandora. And I was in Kandora.
Okay. So as an artist also, you started also...
It was a gradual thing.
Was there something that you've been trying, since I'm a local artist, and I come from here...
It wasn't conscious.
Okay.
It wasn't conscious. It was, for me, it was just it was a natural progression. It just seemed like it was the right thing to do. To be in a Kandora. Sometimes I do wear sweatpants and a T-shirt.
I never saw you in a sweatpants and a T-shirt.
Really, eh?
Never did.
I have some videos.
Never. I have some videos. They're like secret or something.
No, they're on my Instagram.
You don't.
They're on my Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Maybe back in 2006 or so.
No, it was maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but for me, I don't know. For me, it was a natural progression. It just seemed like and for a long time, I'll be very honest. For a long time, I had a internal conflict with identity, like who I am.
Okay.
I'm Amani. I'm Zijibari. I'm Emirati. You know what I mean? So I didn't know where I belong. Because everywhere you go, like you sort of you don't really exist as
as
identity.
one thing alone.
Yeah. But for me, like I feel like I had to embrace myself. I didn't want kids to go the same thing. Inshallah, when I have kids.
Inshallah.
But I wanted to be able to say, this is who I am. And for me, like this, it just came. It just happened. It was gradual, and it happened. It was natural. You know what I mean? I'm comfortable in this. You know what
I mean, of course, you're comfortable with the kandura. Who's not? All of us are more comfortable in the kandura.
Yeah, I'm comfortable in this. Only as a performer, but as a being, who I am. You know what I mean? I'm Rati. I'm Amani still. I'm Zijbari still. I present everything within kandura. I mean, like I love that. So for me, it's just a gradual thing. Like it just happened.
Man, I can't take it sitting here down with a very humble person. I just can't. It's hurting me.
What is wrong with you?
Nah, I'm joking.
And you still whoop my ass today? Like,
No, look at this guy.
You didn't think twice about that.
Look at this guy.
You can be nice about that.
You can be nice about this shit. Man. Like, come on.
You be nice about that shit.
But yo, throughout your career,
Yeah.
now obviously you've seen your brother also starting before you.
Most definitely.
And then when you first started, have you started getting people like, you're gonna get a push from your brother. Your brother is gonna do that for you. Your brother is gonna help you.
No.
You know the type of talk a person would get when his brother is already there and he's known around, and all of that. What mainly that you use? Was it? Did you feel at a certain time period in your life that I might be living under a shadow of him as an artist? Have you faced that? People coming telling you that at a certain time?
My brother is a pioneer.
He
Personally.
is?
Yeah, he's a
100%.
pioneer. He started this thing long, way back when.
Yeah.
I am.
Him and the recipe. That's all I remember. Back in the days, they're the first
There's another one as well.
local
There was what's the name? Gibberish.
Gibberish, the rapper.
Yeah. They had a little group as well.
Yeah,
I can't remember what they're called, but they were the pioneers.
Rashad. Yeah.
They were pioneers. So for me,
These
like
people that we used to always like hear from Dubai, like these guys. This is it. We used to go to Flash when they used to do those Abu Dhabi beach concerts.
Yeah.
They used to come.
the first time I saw a recipe was in a place
Shout out
called
to the recipe also.
Yeah, most definitely. Recipe, Aaron. I used to play ball with Aaron. He's my lion. He's a good guy. Suerte, I don't know too well, but he lives in my area as well. He's from the Fridge.
A gang. Gang.
And then these guys played the first time, I think it was in Alpha in Le Meridian.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, way back when.
Way back in the day.
Yeah, way back when. Yeah, way back when. Yeah. But now Roots is opposite that.
Yeah.
So for me, like it has some recall for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's meant to.
Yeah, but for these guys like they held things down way back when, and these guys, the pioneers, they also mentored Tak.
I know,
And Tak is an amazing MC.
One
man.
of my favorite.
Yeah,
One of my
Tak
favorite
is
currently.
for me like he has his levels down here.
He's an animal.
Oh, sorry. Up
when
here
it comes
right
to recording, he's an animal. Like
He is
the
wild.
songs that he puts out.
there. Yeah, he's wild.
He
So-
has range.
right.
Yeah.
He sings. He does the.
Like you don't know what to expect. Like when you see Tak drop a song, you don't know what to expect.
For me, like I'm always excited, man. Like when Tak drops the song, like for me, like I'm almost like I'm the biggest fan, easily.
Yeah.
Biggest fan. Like whenever he does something, like I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm always down for that, man. Because Tak is, mashallah, he's the youngest we need. You know what I mean? They do different things. They doing things that really mean the music. I love that. But so go back to your question.
Huh?
What's your question?
Your brother.
My brother, yeah. I mean, I'm done as a pioneer. I'm done, mashallah, as a pioneer. But we never really, we don't see eye to eye in some things. I love him dearly.
No, I understand. Artistically, you guys might be different.
Yeah, because I didn't know that you guys were brothers until later on.
I like it that way, though. I prefer it that way.
like the image.
No,
Because it's association. Like you want people to know you for you. You know.
no, it's not only that. It's also like I don't want to nepotism. I don't want to like ride on somebody's takeoats.
Exactly.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I want to build my thing my own way.
Yeah.
True.
So like I don't want to like rely on somebody
Yeah.
else's.
That's something that was like to me was a bit like clear. Like I saw it. I saw the. It's not. I'm not gonna call it separation, but I saw the difference. And to me, I didn't even connect the dots until a while afterwards.
Right,
and I was like, oh, all right, that's actually cool to see.
For a long time, like in the Aubrey hat, like I don't wear the Aubrey hat.
Yeah.
It's my dad's hat. The one I wore yesterday, it's my dad's hat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I love Aubrey. Yeah.
Explains.
I love Aubrey. It's my dad's hat. So.
Yeah, but you were saying something about you and him not being in the same tune and something. What was it?
No, it's just I think we're different people. We have different ideas.
Okay.
I think we just grew distant
But
over time.
like for real though, like you and I even met your brother and I talked to him. The most humble people that I've seen, like as an artist over here.
My mom raised me, that's why.
Exactly. Shout out to your mom.
Mom, yeah.
Shout out.
Fatma.
Round of applause.
Most definitely.
Yeah,
Mom,
and for real though.
She raised us right. Yeah, she raised us right. Like
MashaAllah.
Everything about manners, about people, like treating people the same way, I learned from my mom. Anything good about me, I learned from my mom.
MashaAllah.
I'm very honest
MashaAllah.
about that. I learned from my mom. Everything bad about me.
From the streets.
From the hood. That I came from.
From the fridge, you know?
Fridge that I'm used to chilling. Now you mentioned Tak as being one of your favorite artists right now currently, right? Who are the other artists that you see that there are, there's a whole lot of potential, or your favorites? Also, especially over here or in the region, if you're keeping tabs in the region.
For me, honestly, like it's Abdullah, not so human. It's Tak. Munir is doing his thing as well. I think he'd be better. There is maybe Sachi, Fafa. These are the artists I feel like they have not only the potential, but they have the drive to do something different. And I love that. The drive, right? The potential, because everybody has a potential.
True.
Nobody wants to do
And
anything
it's
about
up
it.
to you if you unlock that potential.
But these guys are like they're going buck wild. Ruben as well.
Ruben's
Ruben's amazing.
dope. Yeah.
Donna as well.
Ruben, Donna, Tasty Biscuits.
Tasty biscuits.
Tasty
Yeah.
Biscuits, yeah.
These guys, like I love to watch them do their thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true.
So for me, like these are the guys like I not only support, but like I love to watch as a consumer, as also as a musician as well.
Okay.
There might be a few more that I don't know
No,
about.
you forgot. Okay. Do you keep tabs or do you also like check out artists in the region, not only in the country?
To be honest,
Outside?
no, I can't say I do. Like
Okay.
for me, I focus mainly on the country, but I've seen some few different regional artists, but I've never really kept an eye on them.
Do you think the transition into roots opened your eyes a bit to what's going on?
Most definitely.
Like, do you think of that? Do you see that as a good? Because most artists, like when you look at rappers or musicians, they always talk about isolating themselves from the music so they can focus on their own sound. Do you feel like you transitioning into the roots part and you getting more exposure into what's happening around you? Do you feel like that might affect the way you make your own music?
Most definitely.
And if it does, do you feel like it's positive or negative?
For me, roots right now is taking a lot of my time, and I feel like I've not been very creative, to be honest. Like I haven't made any new music.
You're taking
at all.
more of a managerial seat, right? Now, this is what I wanted to also ask you, because now you mentioned that you're working on an EP, right? And you told us about your vision with Roots and you seeing it becoming as a studio and a record label at the end. So you saying that you're gonna take a step back and focus as an artist, and focus more in that, because both at the end, at the same time they can't really, because you just said it, right? Like you don't feel as creative as you are when you're just focusing on the music.
I think first of all, I think Roots is brand new. It's only been a month. So it's a brand new endeavor. Something we're doing that's fairly at its infancy. So we're trying to build that right now. yes, I'm not creative right now, but I think maybe a month, 2 months down the line, I can do both. At this point, I think I'm more more focused on that roots as opposed to my own music. Like I played the guitar maybe like 3-4 times in the last week. And it's not so much as I like to play it. I've sung maybe once or twice, and I hate singing at my own events as well. Like,
Yeah.
but it's very clear. I hate singing my own events.
You're coming to Roots.
We have to push you
Arqam's
to
there.
No, I remember one night people had to push it like Arqam, get up there and stuff. It's like, no, I'm
I
not
hate
trying
that,
to
but
do it.
I hate singing at my own events. I feel like it's an ego thing. It's not about me.
100%.
It's about us. And for me, like we have some amazing talent on stage. So like, why am I on stage? Like, why am I doing that? I used to see a lot of different events and to see people like who are running the events performing for themselves. You know what I mean? I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm saying I didn't like that, but I just felt like it wasn't authentic. Like I feel like it could have gave that platform to somebody else.
Yeah.
True.
That's the only issue for me. But yeah, I feel like down the line, record label, a platform for everybody else to perform, something we can do while I can be creative as well. So it's a balance. It's a balance. Right now, it's because it's still infancy.
Yeah.
It's the beginning.
So it needs more focus.
Yeah. Right now, it needs more focus. So Roots will have its own legs and hopefully
And run itself.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't have to focus so much on it.
That's true.
But I want to make sure that we have people that come down and perform, and they are musicians that can express themselves. That's the idea. Or even artists, not musicians, as artists as well, to express themselves. And that's the idea.
And we were talking about, what is it called? Before you as a... I forgot that. What the fuck?
What?
Never mind.
What?
No. But how long do you see
Before
yourself...
I lost, you mean?
Because we were talking about the sound, on how every sound and artist have their career, and how long do you see yourself still performing? Like how much do you give yourself? Now you're still about to release the first EP after 5 years, right? How long do you see still in the game?
As long as they'll have me, really. As long as I make a difference. As long as I have something to talk about, then I'm down to make music.
Because we also hear around, for example, around the world, like, especially nowadays, not everybody that sings, they feel that it's right that they're singing their whole life. Right? Yeah. They would like to also go do business, do this and that, and this is where roots might come for you at the end of the day, right? If it starts as a record label or a studio. Do you see yourself as a person who would, when he's 60, he would still, be out there releasing music, doing music, and inshallah, I hope you are, like Anna, from a person who I really enjoy the music that you do and listening to you, I really hope so. But do you see yourself doing that?
Most definitely. For me, like, music is sacred. At the same time, like if I have something to talk about, then I will definitely keep doing it. If I have nothing to talk about, then I'll keep quiet and the youngest talk.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, for me, like it's not. I don't feel like I have to do something. If I have nothing to talk about, then let it be.
Khalas.
Yeah, let it be.
Would you ever try to tap in something other than soul?
Yeah.
Sounds other than soul music.
For me, like when I say soul music doesn't necessarily mean just Motown, like soul music. For me, soul music is something that permeates.
Okay.
Right? Like makes you feel something. To me, that's soul music.
Okay.
I do reggae, like Bob Marley. That's reggae, but for me, it's soul music because you feel something. There's a change. You know what I mean? There's a connection. You can relate to something. You know what I mean? We talk about something that you feel. Oh, pirates just a rabbi. Like you feel that. You know what I mean? For me, that's what soul music is. So when I say soul music, it's not necessarily a genre.
The genre itself.
Yeah, it's the
connection.
The idea of the music that makes you feel something.
So one day, if Tak asks you to get on a trap song,
Who?
Tak asks you to get on a trap song or whatever it is.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I think I'll probably learn something from that. So I wouldn't mind that. For me, like again, genres are just the ideas. So for me, anything is just, I'm down for anything really. As long as it's good music. Yeah, as long as it's good music, bro. Yeah. I love Black did something with what's his name, Avicii.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was dope. I never thought Allo Black would do on a dance track. What's the song called? Wake me up when it's
All
over.
over. Yeah. I
When
remember.
I'm older and I'm older. I love that. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. But like the idea, even the lyrics were deep. You know what I mean? So he maintained himself.
You maintain whatever that you want, yet in a different color.
Yes, most definitely can do that. It's music, bro. It's a language.
True.
You know what I mean? So whatever dialect or you want to talk to me in, same idea. Like I can bring my own,
Your own
part
to
to
you.
it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the idea.
Love that, man. Love that. Now, your message to all the artists that are, locally over here, and for the medium or for the, that's how can we put that? For the outlets that are over there, for them, yani, your message to these people and your message to the local artists, what are they? What would they be?
For the artists here, I think let's look at collaborations. I think let's stop being having little silos. Let's allow ourselves to collaborate. We have so much we can build on. We have so much potential in the city. It's a shame that we don't talk to each other, don't work with each other. With outlets, like we talk about outlets, like
Outlets like media, corporates, events. What's your message to these guys also?
I think for people like yourselves, like podcasts, highlight the youngins. I think there's a lot of youngins that are coming out that are looking for a purpose, looking for a direction. Give them the direction, like guide them, or at least allow them to speak their mind. You know what I mean? For radio stations, play local music. Also for local events need to hire more local musicians. They always hire international musicians. They're paying 3 times the price. Get 4 local musicians for the same price.
That's true. That's true.
For me, that's frustrating.
And it's something for a person like me who's a freelancer. I do freelance, like
You do events,
when
yeah.
I see, companies getting people from outside.
Yeah, and
like, listen,
it's the
there's
flights.
people over here.
Yeah, it's the
you pay
flights.
for this guy flights, accommodation, food,
Right.
for transportation,
Yeah.
all of those stuff. Like, hey, I'm a person who I can kill shit.
Yeah.
I
So like,
can work.
why
am
are they
I-
not
Exactly.
hiring local musicians for this? Like for me, that's so frustrating. And they hire some guy from the UK that's probably played in 1 or 2 venues, and they're paying peaks on the price to pay somebody who's established there.
Yeah.
Why? Like, why are you doing that to ourselves?
Yeah.
Save your costs. At the same time, like help us like build ourselves.
Shine.
Yeah.
Let everybody shine.
Yeah. I feel
Yeah,
like
everybody has a part to play in it.
most definitely. I think things are changing right now. I think things are more positive, more than they've ever been. I know that Her Excellency Nur Al-Qabi is doing quite a lot of things in terms of like
That's
trying to progress.
Cultural events and stuff like that.
And I love that. Even with about culture, and Sheikh Latifa, she's doing quite a lot in terms of like trying to
100%.
big things up. At the same time, I feel like we need to be able to, ourselves as corporations, as ourselves as a community, we can do so much more.
True.
You know what I mean? Also, this whole like, let's build each other up.
Yeah.
Why are we breaking each other down?
Yeah.
Different communities, different silos. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Like, we have so much to offer. Why are you worried about other rapper because you raps in a similar sort of way, bro? Like, if you're that good,
Or a
why are you so
singer, or-
insecure?
yeah,
Why are you so insecure? Even singers, yeah. Why are you so insecure? Build them up. It's all good. Like, there's enough space for everybody.
Yeah, people
Plenty
are more
of cake.
focused on competition than collaboration.
Yes, I don't know why. Like, it's this small here. Like, what are you doing? Like, like, build each other up. Let's build an environment where we can all thrive. Anyway.
Live in butterflies and world where there's butterflies.
No, I don't believe in butterflies.
No, even, see? Exactly.
Those,
Even with all of that, you need a little bit of a competition, though.
almost definitely. Competition is good.
Healthy
Competition is very
competition.
good. Yeah, healthy competition is
Exactly.
very good.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Not hateful competition.
Most definitely. So I was playing Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Yeah. And those warrior monks. I'm like, And I love the idea for warrior monks because sometimes you have to be peaceful, but sometimes as well, like, you have to go to battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
For me, like, I feel like we have to be like build ourselves up. when we go to battle, we go battle with the world. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's where we need
Not
to
within each other,
compete.
yeah.
Yeah, that's when we need to compete. Not within each other. Like we are, again, I'm really this small. Like, why are you competing with each other for? Why are you trying to build each other down?
Exactly. Yeah.
Build each other up.
I agree.
Yeah, and then we go from there.
Damn. You got a lot of fear chest tonight.
I had a dream. I had a dream.
Yo, next EP, do you have a date?
Hopefully by fall. This year.
That's okay. That's vague yet nice. Close enough. Fall.
Give some
It's
leeway.
starting from September
Some
till
leeway.
December.
Yeah, some
somewhere,
leeway, yeah,
somewhere there.
some
That's
leeway,
nice.
so yeah.
Thank you very much. You said it's going to be also too many local artists over there.
Hopefully, I have some local artists on my
Singers, rappers.
everything.
Okay, so
some
it's not going to be
instrumentals
a certain genre that.
It's gonna
EP?
be about music. It's gonna be about purpose. It's gonna be about introspection. It's about life. So for me, it's really important. I have
That's dope.
people that
You already started working on it.
I have. I have.
That's beautiful.
I have
That's
some
beautiful.
songs. The first songs might be called "Universe Found Me." So,
Hey, yeah. Whoa.
yeah, but for me, it's a deep song. Something I wrote a long time ago. My first song actually was that I wrote. But it's,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
but
dope. I'll be waiting for that.
Yeah,
I'll be
but I
waiting.
never put it out. So.
Ah, okay. That's dope, man. That's fucking dope. Yo, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you.
I appreciate it. Too kind. You're far too kind.
No, you are. Listen, and I'm not a kind person.
I've seen.
Exactly. But yeah, thank you very much, man.
Thank you for having me.
I
I
really
appreciate it.
enjoyed this, and I hope you are, and you enjoyed this.
Most
Anything
definitely.
that you want to get off your chest before you go?
I think we covered
Covered
everything.
it? Radios, fucking radios.
Radio stations,
Yes.
please get some local musicians.
More.
I'm talking about like primetime radio stations. I'm talking about like late night.
Yeah.
Mark Lloyd has been covering ourselves, so like he's been doing his thing. But like Virgin Radio should cover like local musicians. Primetime. I don't know why we don't do this, but this is another discussion.
Shout out, not to forget, shout out Big Hass also. He plays local artists also through
does,
his
yeah.
segments.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
Fair enough. That's
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Arqam.
brother.
That was a pleasure. And to many more. To see
Inshallah.
success for Roots and you killing shit as usual.
Inshallah. We have a lot more to go through. Roots Ramadan is going to be an insane thing.
Yes.
It's more about people. It's less about music, I think, for Ramadan. Keep it a bit simmered down.
No. Let's be, it's more like.
No. What is that?
And a sheet.
No. We do.
What the fuck was that?
He got hyped up thinking he could sing.
You know what I mean? It's like Michael Jackson.
You're not gonna come here to the show, throw 3 fucking songs, and then I can't put something out. Like, hey,
It sounded more
try.
ecstatic to me. You know?
let me try.
I think you might be busted. But we do more things to do with people. So it's more social engagement, social interactions, getting people involved in games, and trying to make people feel a real Ramadan.
So it's
being
more
spiritual,
Ramadan
being-
vibes, yeah.
Yeah. So trying to go back to real music, real art, real people, real Ramadan as well. So,
You're going to have packs, deals, the Ramadan iftar.
iftar and suhoor as well.
Okay.
We have some shisha as well. But the idea is more games. We have Monopoly. We have some card games. We have some karam. We have some chess tournaments as well. So we have
And
different.
is it going to happen also every Friday and Saturday?
Friday side there as well.
Okay, that's dope.
Yeah, on the weekends as well. So we have some interesting things happening. We'll share some details as soon as possible. But for now, it's just the idea that we want people to enjoy themselves the way they did back in the day.
Yeah.
Ramadan was real.
Yeah, people
Now it's more about
get
buffets.
get together.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Get to know each other again. You know what I mean. I feel like it's about community.
Yeah,
That's what.
of course.
That's what Roots,
Yeah.
For me, that's what Roots is about. So that's what we're trying to bring for Ramadan.
Now, to everybody out there, if you don't follow Roots, whatever Arqam just spoke about, they're going to be announcing stuff also on their Instagram, right?
Roots Arts ME.
100%.
Yeah, we're gonna be linking them on the description. Yeah.
Fantastic.
100%. Shout out to you, Arqam.
Habibi.
Thank you very
so
much.
brother. Appreciate it.
Thank
man.
you.
Too
Thank
kind,
you for
too
coming.
Kind. Too kind. On a rematch.
Listen, you get it. As long as,
Double the stay.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
And I'm ready anytime, you know.
Fair enough.
Ass whooping, just there. It's nothing.
It's a crazy at this point.
I'm competitive as shit, you know that.
I can tell it, shit.
Don't bring him to the board game nights.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, I'm
Monopoly's a whole different game with them. Monopoly's like, yo, I got my credit card right now.
Listen. You're doing Monopoly also?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a lot of people having fights over there.
Bro, I'm gonna have bouncers in every table. Every
What
table.
the-
Yo.
Bro, families are going to be shattered.
Yo,
Because of Monopoly games.
we're bringing up families,
Friends.
bro. We're bringing up families on Ramadan. You know what I mean?
This family plays against this family. Shit.
You know what I mean? It's
But
wild.
yo,
Gonna be wild.
chess, there's chess, right?
Yeah, chess,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be there. FIFA?
FIFA, yeah.
I'm gonna be
Yeah,
there, my guy.
Video games,
100%.
yeah, all
Listen,
of that.
I'm gonna be there, 100%.
I'm
What?
training, yo. Take it easy. I'm training
What?
already. I'm training. Take it easy now.
Are
Take it
you
easy.
training?
Yeah, I'm training.
Yeah, take your time, bro. I don't care. And I'm gonna come there for the money.
3 games.
There's money, right? Prize?
Yeah, there's prize money. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much? Said announced.
Whatever you can lose.
Oh, okay. I love this Ramadan vibes.
Why worry about the prize when you're gonna lose?
We're keeping it halal.
I get it. I get it. Regarding this, I hope everybody out there enjoyed this week's episode from the Flamingos podcast. Once again, one of the nicest people I've ever. Listen, man, I have to say it, and I have to put it out there for everybody out there. And I don't care. One of the nicest, one of the best, and one of the greatest voices locally, internationally that I heard. Like really,
Far too kind.
Arqam is really a great artist.
Too kind,
Humble
too kind.
and yeah, man. Like I think I covered.
Too kind. Thank you so much.
But,
You're humbling, very humbling.
حبيبي الله يخليك لا انت you're just and I hope you
He's on shock. Like he can't. He's
listen.
surprised.
Yes, like I can't. I go sometimes. A bit extra when a person in front of me is trying, but this guy is. He's not giving me a space to, like I can't,
Because you're too used to toxic people, bro.
That's it.
I thank my mom for that. Fatima.
Shout out, man. Shout out. For real.
Thanks,
God bless her.
Mom, for making
God
me
bless her.
who
God
I
bless
am
her.
today.
God
You're
bless
too
her,
kind,
man.
far too kind, Mom.
God bless her.
I love you
for real.
dearly. You know that.
God bless you. This was everything for this week. I hope everybody out there enjoyed this week's episode. I hope everybody out there have a good week and have a good weekend. This was the Flamingos podcast. This is Yad.
What?
And Arqam.
Arqam.
No Kazi this week. I mean,
From Mirdif. But it's Mirdif. So where you from? Come through. See me at Jadid Bakery. Come see me at Jadid Bakery.
Yo, stay safe and peace.